A lot of people have been dismissing the Midnight Coup straight off the bat, but there's one role that's truly one of a kind, and you absolutely have to chase it. And I was lucky enough to get it in the first few drops. The main question is the Midnight Coup worth using over other competitors like the Rose and the Austringer in that kinetic slot? Especially given that you can just straight up craft the Austringer with enhanced perks. The short answer is yes, but let me explain why. So the Midnight Coup is the returning 140 RPM hand cannon in the kinetic slot, and it has some seriously tough competition with other legendary hand cannons. If you look at the stats, the Midnight Coup has the worst range out of the big three kinetic hand cannons, sitting at 40, but it does have comparable stability and handling to the Rose. The Austringer, however, has 6 more range and way more stability at base. Remember, the Rose also gives that lightweight frame bonus of 20 mobility and better sprint speed, so on paper, on initial looks, it looks like the other two hand cannons blow the Midnight Coup out of the water. Where the Midnight Coup does shine is that it has 90 aim assist, making it feel extremely sticky, and this is the highest aim assist value in any legendary hand cannon. In terms of deterministic recoil, at base the gun's 80 recoil direction is pretty bad, and it veers off to the right in the C shape as you get deeper into the magazine. Luckily, this is easily fixed by using a counterbalance mod, which makes the recoil direction 95, which is much more vertical overall, though there is a slight leftwards element as well. This is good because we can't afford to lose a single stat of range from our barrel here. Remember, there's no point in using targeting adjuster because the base aim assist is 90, and with just one targeting mod, the aim assist becomes 100 overall at base. So let's go over the perk pool. In column 1, there's only 2 perks worth talking about for PvP. The first is Moving Target, which bumps up the aim assist to 100 when ADSing, which is pretty sweet, and it gives you more strafe speed as well. The 10 aim assist bonus is redundant, however, because of that kinetic targeting mod I talked about. The second is Explosive Payload. Now, Explosive Payload does 3 crit again after the recent precision damage buff to 140s, so in my eyes it is worth using again for its dueling advantages. Playing against someone using an Explosive Payload hand cannon can be really frustrating to duel against. But the main reason to run Explosive Payload here is its unique interaction with one of the perks in column 2, Zen Moment. Now, Zen Moment is a bit of a monster perk on so many weapons, auto rifles, pulse rifles, but it's kind of slept on for hand cannons as well, especially if you're a controller player. Zen Moment provides a stacking bonus to flinch resist, it reduces visual weapon shake, and it reduces reticle bounce as well. Now, with Explosive Payload applying 2 separate hits, each bullet from your hand cannon is now going to give you 2 stacks of Zen Moment, which is actually pretty incredible because after the very first shot, you now have an appreciable amount of Zen Moment procced, and it's palpable. 2 stacks makes the gun feel so much more easier to control, especially for those controller players out there. Other perks in that second column worth mentioning include Opening Shot, which gives a massive 20 aim assist, 25 range to that first shot, and then provides accuracy and bloom benefits for subsequent shots. And we have Desperate Measures, which gives a 10% damage bonus on a weapon kill, or a 20% damage bonus following a grenade or melee kill, which can be extended. But what I will say is, if you're considering Opening Shot, my argument would be to just use a Rose instead. Rose has better range, benefits more from the aim assist bonus from Opening Shot, and has a lightweight frame. So if you're thinking of using Opening Shot and or Moving Target, then my suggestion would be to just use a Rose instead. Desperate Measures, the most realistic stack you're going to be activating the vast majority of time in PvP, is going to be just the 10% bonus from weapon kills, which doesn't actually shift the TTK of the weapon and only changes the forgiveness of the gun to 2 headshots and 1 body for tier 8 and below. So for those higher resilience Guardians, you'll still need 3 headshots. So overall, the only combination worth chasing in my eyes is Explosive Payload with Zen Moment. That's the role that provides Midnight Coup with a unique selling point. And I know what you're thinking, but Austringer can get Enhanced Zen Moment. Well, it can, but so will Midnight Coup come Lightfall. Enhanced Zen Moment will provide 5 extra stability, which is always nice. For PvE, there are a lot more roles to chase: Firefly One for All, Firefly Desperate Measures, Outlaw Rampage, Attrition Orbs, Kinetic Tremors, and so on and so forth. But for PvP, my one god role would be Hammerforge Rifling, Accurized Rounds, Explosive Payload, Zen Moment, with a range masterwork and a counterbalance mod. This gives it over 33 meters of range and a very powerful and unique way of getting high stacks of Zen Moment very quickly. Any other combination of perks for PvP, I'd argue guns like the Rose just do it better. What I will say though is that when you do get that unique role in duels against pulse rifles, which usually flinch you to Narnia, The gun does feel very stable and very sticky. I also absolutely love the clean sights, and I love the sound of those crisp shots from this weapon. So it just makes for a very clean shooting experience, which sometimes does trump raw stats. If you get this roll and you can use it within its intended range and not push the range out too much and focus on becoming a shorter range dueling monster, you can go really far with this weapon. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny videos, both PvP and PvE. I'm Mr. Ronit, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.